Hey everybody, we're in our old van. We call it Old Reliable. There's Vinny driving. We're going to a job at a condo that has a laundry room outlet that keeps tripping. It trips the Gfci outlet as well as the breaker. We don't know if it's just a combination of issues between the Gfci and the breaker, so we figured, well, we'll just replace them both. We'll replace the outlet, the Gfci outlet, with a 20 amp Gfci, not a 15 but a 20 amp. It has that little funny bar that goes across it, and we'll put a new Zinco. From the pictures that they sent me, it looks like it's a Zinco breaker. So we'll put a new 20 amp Zinco in there as well, and then test it. Hopefully that'll cover the bases. Sometimes it could be a combination of a weak Gfci and a weak breaker. So this place is a little bit further than usual, and rather getting another service call back out because it wasn't just one or the other, we're just gonna do it and get them both done. Anyway, once we get in here and we find out where this place is, we'll get some shots for you. Alrighty, we got our laundry room outlet. It's a Gfci. I don't know if that's a 15 amp or 20 amp until we get it out and look at it. It should be a 20 amp, but usually 20 amps have this funny little curve to it. But let's test it. That yellow light is not a good indication. Here, hold that. Usually that would be green. And we've got, okay, it's tripped probably. Let's see here. Wow. This seems like a bad Gfci. Okay, now, Vinny, I'm gonna go turn it off again at the breaker. Let me have that. Let's see. Let's go to the breaker panel right here. And it says washer right here. This is the 20 amp for the washer. Okay, is it off now?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with that. Let's get this outlet out.
Okay.
And then we'll put a wigging or our quarter tester on it and make sure we get 110 or so coming through. I think it's probably just a bad Gfci. It's probably not a bad breaker because he just turned that off. I thought the breaker was tripping, but he mentioned that it's not. He just turned that off for safety. So let's go ahead and get that out, Vinny, and then we'll test it from there.
Okay.
Let's see if I can do anything here. I think you'll be fine. Okay, yeah, good. Okay, it's right there to your right. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
You want to take it off?
Yeah, go ahead and take it off. Is it just 2 wires or
3.
okay?
Ground, neutral, hot.
Yeah. But it's not passing. There's not another outlet. No.
No.
Yeah, strip her down, and then we'll turn on the breaker. We'll put our quarter tester on there, and we'll turn it back off, replace it, and then run load it close.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Okay, make sure that the wires are separated.
Okay.
And go ahead and open the breaker. Washer. Okay, it's on. Now see if we get 100 and she lights up.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try the black in the ground. Nothing.
Just continuity.
Nothing. Okay, that's probably a bad breaker. Let's do this then. Let's see. So basically, let's turn it off here. And let's get this panel off, Vinny. And then we'll go from there. Okay, so after turning the breaker on, and Vinny tested it, and there's no juice coming through there. So now we're going to go ahead and get into the breaker panel and see what we come up with. One is okay, I see the one that's 20. Okay, so this is the breaker in question. We're going to put a tester. So go ahead and put something. I'm going to turn this on right here and go ahead and see if we got power to that breaker.
Continuity.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Bad breaker. Okay, so let me try one time. Go ahead and put that on the ground. I'll do this part. I just want to fill it. So you're on the ground, and then over here. Now I'm going to check the top one. We're good. We're bad. Good, bad. Okay, cool. Let's turn that off. And on these Zenco, they have a safety bar that's it kind of makes it hard to get them out. It has this bottom bar, but I think somebody might have taken it off already. I'm not sure. We'll investigate that bar right there. Usually if the safety bar has a couple screws, then it locks down for earthquakes. But this one looks like somebody might have taken it off because or it might not have one on this older model. All right, let's just see what we can do with this. See if we can get it out. Pull this over real quick. Let me just move it right here. And then, yeah, there you go. I want to see where the main is.
Fucks me up.
Okay, those two mains are on the bottom. I think I might cut those. Okay, cool. Just bend it outward. No, leave it there.
Okay.
Never pass it through.
Okay.
Just leave it there. I'll get it. But you always just leave it laying flapping. Where's my needle nose? Yeah, there's no reason to move that out of there. You keep it lined up and you just bend it like that.
Right there.
See? Yeah, right there.
And
So
then
what
you-
I normally do is I just give it a twist like that.
Okay.
And then she's good. Okay, so now this guy looks like it's going to be a little bit stiff. So give me a few seconds here. Okay, on this particular Zenco, it doesn't have the safety bar. And the safety bar has two safety screws, and you have to loosen them, get it up, and then of course, then you got to put it back. This doesn't have it, so let's just see how it goes. Here, I'll let you hold that. Okay. So this is the guy. Normally I shut the main off, but you know what? I don't know that I want to do that, because what if the main has issues after? You know what I mean? Then I got to deal with this, and trying to find a double 50 is not good. So let's just see how this guy wiggles out of there. Let's see here. Let's go. Let's see here. So if we go that way. Let me see here. See that bar is there. These are always hard to get out, the Zencos. This should have some flex to it. It doesn't. Let me see here if I get another something to pull on it. I'm gonna see if I can leverage it with something. Okay, let's get it right under here like that. Okay, let's get that booger out of there. Okay, now let's match it up here. Got a brand new 20. It's matched up with the same. These here are adjustable. You can take this screw out and turn it around so it goes the other way, but it happens to be on the right side, and it's a perfect match. This is made by Connecticut, which makes knockoffs of Zenko. That's a really good one. So let's take the security tag off of it. And let's see if we can, now I like to check here, get that opened up before I go in there. So let's open this guy up a little bit. Okay, and then just because, because I can. Make sure that's good. Okay. Okay, so basically, I'm gonna get this booger in this here. This little latch goes into there. Like I said, they normally have an earthquake security bar where you have to loosen the safety screw, move the bar, but thankfully this don't have it. So, and we're gonna take a look here. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the wire in now, Vinny, and make it easy on myself. So if you want, give me that screwdriver. About right there. Part of being able to tighten it is to see it. Okay, take that, let me fill it. And I can see the wire all the way in. Yeah, looking good. Okay. And how's it looking here? Let me see. Yeah, all the way in. That's good. Okay, so now let's get that guy in here, deep in there. Okay, now I carry a block of wood, which I don't need, but I carry this block of wood that I can put here, and I tap it. It's just a round piece of doll wood, and it's round. Okay, so now let's go ahead and tighten that up one more time. Okay, that feels good. Now let's go ahead and make sure our wires are clear over there and nothing's going to pop over there. Our wires are separate. Are we good? Separate. Okay, go ahead and test it. Make sure we got our power.
Negative.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Here, let me see.
Watch this. This.
Okay, let me have the bar over there. Okay, we got this here. No power. Oh. 220. Just be sure here. Do you see that? That is something. That's 110. That's 110. This should be lit up. We should have 220 up here. We do. So why is it that this is not getting any juice? The bar that it sits on, the bar that it sits on is good.
Let me check something. Can I turn it off?
Oh, wait a minute. I just want to do something. Oh. I bet you that bar has got some. Got our new breaker in and everything is good. Let's test it, make sure we got some power. Okay, come here. We got some power. So go over there now, Vinny, and here, I'll take the video for you. And let's see if we got some power there.
Yep.
Power, right?
Yep.
So we're good to go now. Okay, so okay, everything is nice and tight.
I'll turn it off.
Let's see, go ahead and put that together with a new GFCI. That way we cover all our bases. This is a new 20 amp. Let's take a look at the old GFCI. I wonder if it's a 15 or a 20, because it's supposed to be a 20 because it's on a 20 amp breaker and it's on a washer. Can you see on here, Benny? You got better eyes than me. I'd like to know. Is that a 15 amp or a 20 amp?
15 amp.
Okay, so this is a 15 amp GFCI, and it, yes, you can put a 15 amp outlet on a 20 amp circuit. You can do that. But if it's a washing machine or a dryer, you should put a 20 amp break outlet with a 20 amp or a 20 amp GFCI for a washer. Anywhere else in the house where they got 20 amp circuits, you can put a 15 amp outlet and or a GFCI that's 15. Even in the bathrooms you can put it. Most GFCIs are 15 amp, but where you're going to do the washer and the dryer, that should be a 20 amp. So that's what we're going to do. All right, Vinny's got the new 20 amp in. Let's go ahead and yeah, I want to clean the bar on the breaker since that was an issue right now. What happened was when we first put the breaker in, there was no power going through it, and we noticed that it had paint on the bar. I don't know how they painted it or got it painted in there. Maybe when they were spraying the place, but we're going to get a little sandpaper and sand that bar a little bit and make sure that that doesn't happen again. Who knows, even the breaker could have been good, but we're not going to play with it. So we're just going to get it done and do it right. Alrighty, everybody, problem solved. We've got our new 20 amp GFCI in, and over here we got our new 20 amp breaker, Zenco. We did clean the blade a little bit, real carefully, but everything is going good. Alrighty, thank you for watching.